Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I don't know if y'all saw that really crazy testing because, girl, I'm trying to figure it out with this StreamYard, because I want to do pre-recorded. I want to do videos, but it's really hard to do pre-recorded. So I was like, let me just try streaming live. The quality may be a little bit different, maybe not as great, but we gonna make it do what it do, baby. So I want to get into this first topic because I was like, I can hit on multiple topics, that I want to talk about. Druski and Odell Beckham is in the latest Diddy drama and lawsuits. So what I'm about to do again, I'm gonna attempt to share my screen, y'all, so we can go through this lawsuit together. I have not looked at all of the lawsuit. The only thing that I just kind of heard make it make sense talk about it. And I know Druski and Odell House, they both have since released statements regarding like this lawsuit. I don't know what to make of it. I feel like all of these lawsuits, right? I feel like some people are lying, some people may be telling the truth. I think there's more truth than lies, but I feel like the amount of lawsuits, and like this lawsuit I heard was kind of like clownish, and it literally has a picture of a clown in it. It's kind of like, what's the right word to say? It's diluting or taking away from the true issues, right? And making the victims credible, and people are thinking these lawyers are basically out here money hungry and just out here just trying to chase a check, and are basically being ambulance chasers at point. And so my thought about that, before we get into the lawsuit, my thought is, I don't know any attorney in their right mind, and maybe these attorneys are in their right mind. I don't know. We haven't put the lawsuit yet, but I don't know any attorney in their right mind that will take a case with the intentions or with the knowings of like, oh, this is clownish, or this person may not seem as credible, because it affects your legal reputation, right? That's just kind of like the other guy who originally was filing lawsuits against P. Diddy. I can't think of his name, but he was based out in Atlanta, and he filed a lawsuit with some guy who claimed that he helped Diddy work on his album. And they kind of made fun of him, right? Because he didn't seem as credible. It looked like he was just filing frivolous lawsuits. And so that's what this is kind of starting to seem like, I guess, to some people in the public. I know Make It Make Sense talked about it. I want to hit on it. I think the petition is like 87 pages. I'm going to try to hop around and just see like what the meats and potatoes are, because I don't want to dedicate this entire stream on this topic. So I'm going to try again. Give me a second. I'm going to try again to share my screen so y'all can see. We can go through this lawsuit. So let us go and look. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Okay. Girl. Okay, so where is it? I want to make sure y'all can see let's see, share. We in my likes. All right. I hope y'all see this. Okay. Hopefully y'all see this. So this was a petition that was filed. It says amended complaint. I guess I don't know what it was amended, because I don't know what the original complaint looked like. Assuming this is it, because I saw this on Twitter and it looked like the one that Make It Make Sense was talking about. But nevertheless, a lawsuit was filed, and you see that all of the plaintiffs that are mentioned, Ashley Parham, if I'm saying her name correctly. So yeah, they got caught up in the latest Diddy drama, y'all. This is crazy. So this is a case that involves RICO enterprise for the purpose of sexual assault. So okay, we already know what it's hitting for. We already know like what the allegations are going to really be about. So I'm just trying to get to like, okay, so it's listing out the defendants. You see, it has P Diddy, a lady named KK, who's an individual that is domiciled K. So then they list another defendant named Shane Peace, a restaurant manager. And then you also see another person who is defendant Valdez, who is pictured with Ronald McDonald. And I think this is like where make it make sense. We were talking about a lot of people, like literally there's a clown, like this is the only picture that you have of this person is him with the clown. It looks very frivolous on the face surface, just like looking at it, but we'll see. So the other defendant is someone named Peltier. Then now this is where we get into like, I guess the juicy stuff that the media is talking about. You have Odell Beckham Jr. and we also see Druski in a picture as well. So Odell is listed as a defendant. Defendant Drew, aka Druski, is listed as a defendant. And then wait a minute. Jaguar, right? I didn't know. I heard her name, but I didn't know she was listed in this lawsuit, y'all. Oh my God. So defendant Jaguar, right? Okay, why are they mentioning nicknames or stage names? I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm not a celebrity I'm not an attorney that's filed lawsuits against celebrities, so maybe this is the common thing. Maybe this is the norm to say like what their stage name is. I don't know. Okay, so a lady named Helena. Girl, what are they saying? Jaguar, right? Did they have Diddy's mom? They have another lady, Brandy, listed as a defendant. Then you see, they call me Cece. I guess he's one of the bodyguards that's been doing interviews about P. Diddy. And you also see Jaguar right there, pictured next to him. So he's been speaking out. I don't know, like, all of what he said, but he has since been speaking out. So this is interesting. You know, Jaguar, I don't know why she's listed. She seemingly speaks about the injustice and things that are happening, but maybe this is some sort of Illuminati retaliation. I don't know. But anyways, so they filed this is federal lawsuit, federal questions, based on federal questions. So it says that this is filed under the California Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act. So I just really want to get to like what's really being alleged, because we already know what it is with Diddy, but I really want to find out now what is happening with Jaguar, right? And why is she mentioned up in this lawsuit? What are they trying to say she did? Oh my gosh. So, okay. Let's get into it. Let me take a sip of water. Get your snacks, get your water. Let's get into this lawsuit. Really, this video might just be dedicated just to this lawsuit. It might be just dedicated because this is a long one and I should have probably read it before, but whatever. So, y'all got me till 8 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Okay. So plaintiff met defendant Shane in February 2018 after an altercation with another man at a bar, and defendant Shane came to plaintiff's rescue. Okay. So the plaintiff is Parm. All right. While outside the bar with friends and other patrons, defendant Shane FaceTime video called defendant P. Diddy and was showing people defendant Diddy in the video on his phone, attempting to impress people with his famous friend. Y'all, hold on. My baby is upset. Hold on. Let me see, because this is... Okay, you never know what's gonna happen in the middle of a live, huh? I'm trying to make sure everything is cool downstairs. Okay. So, defendant Shane then showed plaintiff defendant Diddy on his video call, which plaintiff ignored, stating she was not impressed by him knowing defendant P. Diddy because she believed defendant Diddy has something to do with the murder of rapper Tupac. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Why are they using stage names? Like, is this the norm? Like, I mean, maybe so. Like, why not use his Sean? What's his name? Sean John? Why are we using stage names? But okay. Visible in the FaceTime call was defendant Diddy and some of his children, including his son Christian and Quincy. It appeared from the plaintiff's perspective that defendant Diddy was having a get-together at his home during the time of the FaceTime call with defendant Shane. Defendant Diddy heard plaintiff's statement and made a remark that plaintiff would pay for her statement regarding Tupac and overall dismissal of defendant Diddy. On March 23rd of 2018, defendant Shane invited plaintiff over to his home to assist him with his cancer medication because he stated he was weak and unable to open his medications. Upon plaintiff's arrival, defendant Shane informed plaintiff that he wanted to give her a ride in his new car. Plaintiff and defendant Shane left his residence for a brief period and then returned. Once they returned, defendant Shane left the door to his apartment partially open and stated that the door was ajar because there was an issue with the door where it couldn't close completely. Defendant Shane was renting an apartment on the lower floor of a home in Orinda, California. Defendant Shane had a separate entrance into his residence that led to the backyard of the home. The home also had a main entrance on Loma Vista Drive. Defendant Shane rented the home from a woman who lived in the upstairs portion of the home, and she had 2 dogs who reside. Y'all, what's wrong with my babes? Plaintiff and defendant Shane then began to watch a movie, and defendant Shane offered her a glass of water, which she retrieved and brought back to plaintiff. Approximately 10 minutes after plaintiff and defendant Shane returned from their drive, defendant Diddy entered defendant Shane's residence. Defendant Diddy entered the home in a grand, ready-to-party manner. His grandiose entrance. Why do I say it like that? His grandiose entrance was so loud that the dogs upstairs began barking. Defendant Diddy did not enter the home through the backyard entrance, but instead through the main entrance. Along with defendant Diddy was his bodyguard, defendant Big Homie CC. Remember I said that man who's been doing the interviews? He was Diddy's, him and Gene Deal have been the 2 bodyguards as of lately that's been out here doing interviews. So he's mentioned as a defendant in this lawsuit, which is interesting. But I really am interested in knowing why is Jaguar writing this. So along with defendant Diddy was his bodyguard, defendant Big Homie CC, defendant KK, defendant Brandy, defendant Doe 2, who upon information and belief is friends of defendant Shane and Diddy, and defendant Diddy's driver, Doe 3, who remained outside in his vehicle during the duration of plaintiff's assault. So, plaintiff believes defendant Shane invited her over to set her up to be assaulted by defendant Diddy because of the statement she made about defendant Diddy a month prior. Upon defendant Diddy's arrival, he immediately began to antagonize the plaintiff, stating that she thought she would never see him in person, pay for her statements about Tupac during the video call, and defendant Diddy's caught plaintiff. Oh, girl. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Plaintiff was in shock as she never believed that she would ever see or meet defendant Diddy in real life, let alone in the small apartment rented by defendant Shane. Diddy then began advancing towards where plaintiff was sitting on Shane's bed with a knife and held it to the right side of plaintiff's face and threatened to give her a Glasgow smile. I'm probably said that wrong. A Glasgow smile in retaliation for her previous statements on a video call. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Defendant KK told Diddy that she did not think giving plaintiff a Glasgow smile would be advantageous to their potential clients who they could sell plaintiff for sex to. Girl, What is a Glasgow smile? Let me look that up real quick. Girl, what is that? I'm gonna show y'all once I Google it. I could pull it up on my girl. Is that like a what is that? Like he on like girl, I don't know. Okay. So I think whatever. Okay. KK told Diddy that she did not think given okay, I said that. So defendant KK then made a threat to the plaintiff that they could ship her off anywhere in the world, and that she would never see her family or anyone she knew ever again. Y'all, it's scary how much power people have because I believe that Diddy has that much power or had that much power and still probably does have that much power to be able to do something like that. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. This is so tacky. I just plug in my computer because it's dying. So Shane partially undressed the plaintiff and Diddy removed the remainder of her clothing, removing the knife from her face, and then retrieved a bottle of liquid from a large fanny pack. Diddy then squirted a bottle of liquid on plaintiff, which placed her in fear that she was being squirted with chemical substance like acid. Plaintiff soon realized the substance was an oil lubricant, and then plaintiff was squirted with this liquid substance over the entirety of her naked body. And so y'all remember when Diddy was first indicted and arrested, and they searched his home around that time period. They got a whole bunch of bottles of baby oil, and come to find out the baby oil was some sort of drug. I can't remember, but some sort of drug that basically makes you not be in control of your body, and it's easy for people to be taken advantage of. So that's likely what that was, right? So KK was then told by Diddy to insert what looked like a syringe from a what looked like a syringe from a sterile packaging into plaintiff's vagina. KK did as told. KK did as told while assisted by Brandy, and then told defendant Diddy that they were unable to use the IUD. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this video. Because I don't know what is going on with my kid. Okay, we're gonna have to stop because I don't know what's wrong with my babes, and I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to end the video. You stop crying. Are we okay? All right, I'm getting off. What a way.